another video, and we're going to be making a tier list for all the towers in Bloons Tower Defense. Now, I'm not going to use towers like the Alchemist and the Druid because they're from Bloons Tower Defense 6. The towers I'm going to be using are from battles, and plus I've never played 6, so. Alright, let's get this started. So the first tower is the sub. So we're actually starting with a pretty good tower here. I mean, the sub is kind of good early game, and it's really good late game. If it weren't for the sub, Lee as a team wouldn't have the world record of fastest micro. So I think the sub belongs in A. So I don't know. Like, both 4 tiers are pretty good. The reactor can take down like any balloon besides ceramics. And like the giant missile though can break down like any Moab. But it's expensive. And because of that, I'm gonna put in A tier. Alright, so next tower is the chipper. Alright, so now we got the chipper, and okay, the chipper is bad. I'm gonna tell you now, it's bad. You may have seen like, crazy good YouTubers like and how to use it, but I think they mainly just use its ability. But other than that, the balloon chipper is bad, so I'm putting it in D. Okay, so next tower is the glue monkey. Alright, so the glue monkey. It got better once the update, like one of the latest updates came in where you can glue down Moabs. But before that, it was really bad. But now it's good. And it's actually considered a stall tower now. So it can take down any balloon and slow down any Moab, but it can't hit camo. So I'm gonna put the glue tower in B. So next up we have the sniper monkey. Okay, so if you haven't seen my video on using the semi-auto sniper monkey, it was much better than I thought it would be. Its ability is horrible though. Like, the 4th tier costs like 10,000, and what do you get out of its ability? 7,000 monkey dollars. Like, I don't know what to call it. And yeah, the cripple Moab is like the same thing. Not in terms of ability though, like same costs. It can slow down Moabs, but I think the cons outweigh the strengths, so I'm gonna put the sniper monkey in D. Alright, next up we have the Dartling Monkey. Alright, so Dartling Monkey. Now, out of all the designs in battles, the Dartling looks the best. Like, each 4th tier is really cool looking, but we're not ranking it out of design, we're ranking it by like how good it is in game. And the Dartling, it's pretty good. Like, it's good once you get the Ray of Doom. It's good against any ceramic, camo, and lead, unless you get like all tiers for it. And it's actually also pretty good against Moabs, but it's expensive, and the problem what I have with it is the tracking, so I'm gonna put in A. Now, okay, next up we have the Heli. Okay, we have the Heli. The Heli is bad. Like, the 4th tier is okay, but early game and mid game, it's just bad. The tracking is horrible. Like, never put it on pursuit. Like, no one does that. And you've seen Boltrix's videos. Like, he rages whenever he gets sub. Oh wait, not sub. Heli. I'm gonna put sub. Why do I keep saying sub? I'm gonna put the Heli in D tier. Alright, next up we got the Alukian Tower. But seriously though, next up we got the Boomerang Monkey. Alright, so the Alukian Tower. The Glaive Ricochet is not that bad. Once you get the 4th tier, it can hit camos, so. And the Bionic Boomer. I really like that name. The Bionic Boomer. It's an okay ability. Like, it could take down any rush. It's pretty balanced in money, and yeah, my only problem with it is it's not good against Moabs. But other than that, I think I'm gonna put the Boomerang Monkey in A tier. Next up we have the Cannon, or the Bomb Tower. Right. Next up we have the Cannon, or the Bomb Tower. 4 tiers okay. The Cluster Bomb is actually good mid-game. It can't get camos though, but yeah, I think the Cluster Bomb is gonna take the win here, but what the problem I have with the 4 tier, or like the Moab, I forgot the name. It's the ability one. What the problem I have with it is, it doesn't do like extra damage once you get the 4 tier. The only good thing about it is the ability. But the left side for the Bomb Tower though is really good. Like, it can kind of stall, and the Cluster Bomb makes it powerful, so it's kind of balanced. I'm gonna put the Bomb Tower in B. Alright, next up we have the Bomb Tower again. No, I'm just kidding, it's the Mortar. Alright, so we have the Mortar. Now, if you didn't see my videos about the stalls that we don't really use, like the Sniper and the Mortar, Mortar's not that bad. It's pretty good micro. For micro. I don't really think of it as powerful though. You need the 3rd tier for camo protection, but you don't need to buy anything for lead protection, so I'm gonna put the Mortar in B. Alright, next up we have the Village. Okay, so the Village. If you're using a good tower, like the Sub or the Super Monkey, the Village will make it better. The Village will make things cost less. It'll make things faster and more powerful. And its ability is even better. So I think we have ourselves our first S tier. Alright, next up we have the Wizard. Okay, so the Wizard. The Wizard's not bad. It's not that bad. Like, if you place it at the very start of the game, it sucks because you don't have enough money to buy the essential stuff like Lightning and Fireball. But when it comes to late game, it's actually okay. But the problem I have with it is the Phoenix and its tracking. Because the Phoenix, imagine a Moab about to hit the end of the map, and the Phoenix passes the Moab, and now it's at the front, attacking at the front. Now you're gonna have to waste money, spend your money on towers, in the back, so you can stay alive. But other than that, I think the strengths outweigh the cons here, so I'm gonna put the Wizard in A. And here we have the content master himself, the Cobra. So if you haven't watched a single Asian Sensation video in your life, then you wouldn't know the Cobra, but here's the Cobra anyway. So basically what the Cobra does, well, what people usually do with the Cobra is they stack, well, I don't know how to explain this. Oh, okay. But basically what the Cobra does is it changes and upgrades the AI on your opponent's side, and not and other stuff like that, but it's really good. Like, its ability is when someone sends you a Moab up to like BFB, you can send it back to them. So basically, you just use your ability to waste money on your opponent. That sounds bad. That your opponent wasted money on. And I've never tried to explain the Cobra. It's really hard. It could also do stuff like attrition, where it takes lives off your opponents and gives you more lives, I think. I think it gives you more lives. I don't know. It also, like, some content creators mostly use it for the wired funds, which, like, at the end of every round, the Cobra gives you, like, what's, $80? And that's each Cobra you place down. So what content creators usually do is they stack Cobra farms. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna put it in S tier. And next up we have the OG Dart Monkey. So the Dart Monkey, it's a really old tower, like back from the first game. And I think I know that everybody knows how it works. But then the upgrades is when it gets really good. Like, people usually use triple dart. I don't know, but okay, when a group of balloons are coming your way, what do? You upgrade to the spike-a-pult, and it's over. It's over for the balloons. Yeah, so basically, once you get to the fourth tier on the left side, you can purchase like the giant spike-a-pult. I forgot what it's called. But basically, it can attack lead balloons. It can also attack camos and even Moabs once you get the fan club. So, it's a really good tower. It's not cheap. Wait, no, other way around. It's not expensive. Wait. And it's used in pretty good strategies. I think I'm gonna put the Dart Monkey in S tier. Yeah, I will. Alright, next up we have Boltrix's favorite tower, the Spike Factory. Alright, so if you've watched Boltrix, then you can see how good he is with the Spike Factory. But not everybody's a Boltrix, so yeah. I mean, once you get to the 4 tiers, I guess it's not that bad, but the other tiers for the Spike Factory kind of suck. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna put it in D tier, but because of the ability, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Next up we have the Ace. Alright, next up we have the Ace. I just need to take a deep breath. Okay, so the Ace. It's kind of expensive, but other than that, it's actually pretty good because it can take down Moabs, take down lead balloons and camos, and both 4 tiers are actually pretty good. And if it weren't for the Ace, the Issa team wouldn't have the world record. So I mean, I think I'm gonna put in A tier. But if you use the Ace early game, then it's not good. I'd rather use it late game where you can actually really use it. Yeah, and I'm gonna put an A tier. Alright, and here we have the boat. Or the Buccaneer. Alright. So, the boat is actually one of my favorite towers. But I'm gonna treat it like every other tower and not put it at S tier. Right, let's see. It's probably the best early game tower you can use. But, okay, yeah, it's the best early game tower. And it can defend region rainbows. So, if you get enough destroyers, then you can defend region rainbows. And the cannon ship can get leads too. It can also get camos. But the best part about the boat is probably the boat pull. Because any Moab type balloon up to a BFB, all you need is like $5,000, and that's taken down. So even though I said I'm not gonna put it in S tier, I'm gonna put it in S tier. Next up we have the Ninja. Alright, so I'm just gonna say the Ninja's probably the best tower here. For late game. Yeah, for late game. But it's also pretty good early game too. It can attack camos. It can attack camos without any upgrades at all. Although you do need the third tier on the left side. You need to get the flash bomb for leads. But the balloon jitsu is probably one of the best. Like, you can take down like 2 balloon jitsus can take down a Moab. But the best part about the Ninja is probably the stall, its ability. So, yeah. It can stall everything on the screen, and it's used in the best strategy in the game, which is Ninja NG. So, yeah. I'm gonna put in this. Alright, next up we have the Ice Monkey. Alright, so the Ice Monkey. First tier's not that bad. I mean, it's not good early game. Like, don't ever use Ice Monkey early game. But the 4 tiers aren't that bad. Arctic Wind plus the village, it can get any kind of balloon that your opponent rushes at you. But like, the thing that catches people's eye of the Ice Monkey is probably its stall, which is really good. But everything else that makes the Ice Monkey is bad. I'm gonna put the Ice Monkey in B tier, sorry. Next up we have the Engineer. Alright, so next up we have the Engineer. People need to understand that the Engineer is probably one of the best. Like, it goes toe to toe with the Cobra. So basically, the Engineer has 9-inch nails, which can get any balloon early game. Sentry Gun, which can get early round 4 pinks, which are really annoying to me. And the Balloon Trap, which can take any balloon, including camos, unless you have Cleansing Foam. I forgot to add that. Unless you have Cleansing Foam. Then it can get any camos, any lead, any balloon. The only thing that's wrong with it is it can't get Moabs. But people need to consider the other part of the Engineer, and that's the Ultra Clock. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Its ability. Like, I use some of it in videos. Although, I haven't really posted in a while. I'm just gonna put the engineer nest here. Alright, next up we have the Super Monkey. Okay, so the Super Monkey. It's bad. In battles, it's bad. In Bloons Tower Defense 6, it's like probably the best. But unless you're going late game, the Super Monkey's bad. Yeah. Because even though it can attack really fast, I don't think it can even last like round 8. You'd be dead by round 6. And yeah, it's just bad. The only thing that makes it better are the 3rd and 4th tiers. So I see the constant strength balance. I'm gonna put in B. Alright, next up we have the tack shooter. Once you get the blade shooters, like a 2-3 tack shooter, it's really good early game. Like, it's not cheap. Wait, I did again. It is cheap. It's not expensive. And it can't really go late game. And its Maelstrom is probably the best thing about it. Because it can reload really quickly. And it's pretty powerful. The only problems I have with it is it can't defend camos, leads. Yeah, that's basically it. It can get Moabs if you use it correctly. But other than that, I'm going to put the tack shooter in B tier. Alright, I guess that's it. There's no more towers left on the screen. So, yeah. Oh, well, would you look at that? The best tower in BTD. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys thought I forgot about the farm. But I didn't. Alright, so here we have the best tower in Bloons Tower Defense battles. It's the best way to get money. I mean, even though it's more complicated than Eco, it's the best way to get money. Like, you can't get any of the towers you see on the tier list without the farm. So that's an immediate S tier. Alright, that's it. I guess there's no more towers. And this is the Bloons Tower Defense tier list.